Today in this video, we are going to uh, learn how to write a programs in C to print additions of two matrix. This is the task for today. Let's start without wasting time. In C, first of all, we have to declare a header file. Studio.h has include is the basic things. I hope you would all know about it. Studio.h. Then after we start with main function in the main. This is the main part, main body part from where we start our writing body of the code. First of all, whatever we want to do, we have to declare. So we want row and column because when we are going to printing any matrix, for matrix we require row and column, right? So we int r stand for row and c stand for column. Okay. If you don't declare initially, then you will find a error. And compiler uh, didn't understand what you are type. So firstly, we have to declare whatever we are going to execute thing. Then we will provide a mat array which matrices. Basically, what is matrices? It is a collections of any information in row and column. Okay, the int let's say a and name of matrix int a and element we will write 10 10 cross 10 10 कर लीजिए ठीक है and we will take another matrix and b and you can take same data 10 and what we have to why we are using this we are using for finding sum. Let's take a variable sum, store the 10 10. All right, this is the initial approach which we have to take it to do in future. Now we start a we want some user defined data type because when we are going to printing any number, then we have to declare. For that we have to use a scanf function. And first of all, in print in output, first of all what we have to show, we have to show that enter the number of rows and column. Then we uh, type that required number of rows and column what we need to sum. So we use a printf function. In printf function we write enter number of row and column. All right, this is a out printf function for the screen out for the printf function. This statement is written when we executing it. It will ask enter the number of rows and column. Okay, for scanf function, for taking input we use scanf function and we declare which type of uh, format specifier use. Basically there is an integer, for integer the format specifier is %d. Okay, %d. Okay, and we give address comma, and address we will give by the ampersand r comma ampersand c. If we don't give the ampersand, then it didn't recognize to call which one. Basically, we want to entering number of rows and column. That's why we give a ampersand. It's basically find, yeah, provide the address of the data. Okay, now at this part we are doing now. When we provide number of rows, if you want two row two column, that's set. Now we are going to entering the elements in that rows and column. For that, again we have uh, we are writing printf function, and we are going to write, sorry, printf, and we are writing enter element of first matrix. Simple statement is this. Okay, then again we use same scanf function. No, we don't use a scanf function. When we are going to writing printf enter the element of first matrix, then we will go through a loop, right? Okay, then we want a loop. So okay, all right. For we initialize a for loop, and we initialize with int I equal to 0, right? Comma I less than r, comma I plus plus. This is how the for loop. This is the condition of for loop. In for loop, we again use for loop for column. For int j is equal to 0, uh, comma j less than c, and j plus plus. All right. Now, in this we use a scanf function, and we can use a %d for format specifier. All right. Now we are using ampersand and writing this is a of I and j. One minute, there is a mistake. A of I and A of j. Okay. Here what we observe. First of all, I is sliced with 0, and check is 0 is less than rho. If yes, we move to this for loop, and again we check is j int j is equal to 0. Okay, is j is less than c? Yes, then we put the element a of I and a of j. It is a of I is 0 row 0 column, and the element we want, use it. Okay, now this is up again, and again we are using input element of second matrix, right? You are adding two matrix. Now this is a all the process for the first matrix, and the same approach will be used in the for second matrix. So from here we can use same, so you can copy down, but I don't want to copy, I want to write properly. So let's see me what I will do. Again, we are writing a printf function and enter element of second matrix, right? This is how we move forward slash n. And again, we are using a for loop, and we start with int I equal to 0, I less than r raw, and I plus plus. Okay. For again column for int j is equal to 0 and j less than c j plus plus, and again using a scanf function. Okay, so in scanf function, again same statement, scanf ampersand d, and this is for b, right? This is for b, and you can write b of I and b of j. Okay, let's move ahead. Mhm, mhm. So here we have done, this is the whole loop for second element, right? Now once loop, again we execute for adding of matrices. Now one loop will execute for addition of matrix. Again we use a for loop for, right, initialize with int I equal to 0, I less than r, and I plus plus. This is for additions of two matrix, and in above two loops we are using for entering the element for the two matrix. If you have element in the two matrix, then you are able to add in. Na? If you didn't, if you do not have any elements in the matrix, then which are you going to add? Okay, no. Again for j, for j is equal to 0, j less than r, and j plus plus. Now we are taking one more variable. I have already declared in main function, that is sum of I and sum of j is equal to a of I and a of j and b of I and b of j. This is a how we add the matrices. मतलब if you want to adding 0 row 0 column of the element of the matrix 1 with 0 row 0 column element of the matrix B, you can add their corresponding position. I hope you all understand very well what I want to say. If still you have a problem, then you can comment me. I will respond your the answers of your doubts. So no need to worry. Now now we have one last part we have to do, that is for a displaying result. Now you are adding the element of the matrices. Then how you are going to display on the screen? For that, again we are executing two loops. This is your last. first of all printf display the result. All right, all good. This is for line break. Again, we are for and I equal to 0, I less than r, and I plus plus. Okay, sorry. And for and j equal to 0, j less than r, j plus plus. All right, now printf function are using for printing the output, and this is an our percent %d type, and we are going to return the sum I and j. This is how it is working. Now again we are using one more to the printf for line change, and return. Last we are using a return function, return 0, and this is our last step. I hope you all see what I have do in this. Now we are going to execute it. I hope कुछ भी error ना हो, बट बिना error के कोड करना भी अच्छी बात नहीं है. And you can see your screen error is absorbing on your screen, and now we have to solve it. Yes, and here we are using int so many times. This is not a valid way, and control S, and again we can execute it. Again there is a problem, I know. Yes, what the problem is there? Yeah, here is a problem. I have declared double quotes here, but there, yes, I will solve problem one by one, no need to worry more. For int I is equal to 0, I less than r, I plus plus. What error is? Mm, Here one we have a problem that in our system there is one issue. An issue is not a issue, it is a mm, this is not any logical error, but errors are coming from a syntax rule, not from matrix logic. This is a compiler error mainly due to the loop variable declaration. देखिए इसमें जो हमारा कंपाइलर वो C99 स्टैंडर्ड जो होता है वो यूज नहीं किए हुए हैं. तो इसके लिए हम इसमें इंट जो भी है इंट वगैरह, जैसे इंट आई था, इंट जे था, ये सब हम डिक्लेयर मतलब कि करेंगे तो एरर शो करेगा. ये इसको हटा के देखते हैं क्या होता है. कि तो इसमें थोड़ा एरर काफ़ी था, एंड सारे हर्डल्स को सॉल्व करते हुए अब हमारा कोड में थोड़ा देयर इज सम मिस्टेक इन द कोड, सिली मिस्टेक यू कैन से, and all I have removed these mistakes, and and you can observe the code what I have written. This is a final and correct code. Now you are able to execute it, compile and run, and you will get the one error by swimming. Now we are ready to execute it. Here you can see the enter the number of rows and column. We enter number of 2. You can see that I have entered the number of rows and number of column, that is 2 cross 2, and entered the element of first matrix, that is 2 2 2 2, and entered the element of second matrix, that is 3 3 3, and display the result में add कर दी basically. फर्स्ट मैट्रिक्स का फर्स्ट रो और फर्स्ट कॉलम का एलिमेंट add with the matrix second element of the second matrix का क्या है, first row and first column is 3, the 3 plus 2 5, similarly 3 plus 2 5, 3 plus 2 5 and 3 plus 2 5. This is your final output. So here spacing is not there because I have not declaring any slash n for space. Okay, so this is the way how to write the programs for additions of two matrix. I hope you all understand very well. Thank you.